Mamata Banerjee under pressure, under populist, huge popular outrage against the manner in which she handled the RG Kaur rape and murder case, has come out and said, I'm ready to resign if that's what people want. Big statement from Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. I'm going to try and connect with our reporters. Anand Dehadra is there with us. Tuin Sinha is there with us. We're going to come out to them in just a few moments. But Mamata Banerjee says, I'm ready to resign. She says, I don't want the Chief Minister's chair. This is a big declaration. Is she under pressure? Or is this an attempt to rally, literally, public sentiment in her favor and try and put counter pressure on the protesters? Let's go straight across to Komolika. Komolika, what's going on here? Mamata Banerjee has come out with this big statement.
Absolutely, Rahul. As you pointed out, obviously there are two things together. Right now behind me is all the students, they are still there. The 32 students who came to meet Mamata Banerjee, and she also waited for 2 hours. It's a fight of nerve game. But the fact is, Mamata Banerjee coming out with such a big statement means a lot. Number one, as you pointed out, definitely the government is under pressure. No doubt the government is under pressure. On the other hand, Mamata Banerjee in her own tactics trying to give that counter pressure in an emotional way. She says that she is a lady who has come up from the movement. She is not the person who is looking for a chair, and that's the reason she is ready to resign. She is saying that if such is the circumstances, if people want, for the people, I am ready to resign. That's what the exact quote of Mamata Banerjee is. Clearly, Mamata Banerjee is trying to create a counter pressure in the emotional way when the government is really in a pressure. And those 32
sympathy
students,
card.
they came today, they said they want
Sympathy
absolutely,
card.
and this 32
But
students,
Komolika,
they came
the
here.
point is, she doesn't need to go this far. All she needs to do is to get rid of the 2 joint commissioners. That is what some of the protesters want. The Kolkata CP, and of course, take visible action, punitive action against the doctor, Dr. Ghosh, isn't it? That's all that and pretty much take some steps to try and insulate the doctors from backlash, from public anger, etc., and secure them. That's all they want. What is this drama?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. It is a high-scale drama, and, this male versus male, then coming and waiting and all these things. This gives a very, raises very big questions. The demand of students were removing of the Kolkata Police Commissioner, removing of the DME, DHS. Now, the point of the government was that, if like this they remove people, then it's a democratically elected government. That's what they have said yesterday, of the record while she was talking to the industrial people. But at the same time, they're trying to show that they are giving enough time to the junior doctors. But junior doctors, they are saying that these are the 5 demands. The justice, well, it is with the hand of CBI, but state government can talk to the CBI. That is one point. And second, third, fourth is the total health system has a threat syndicate. So people who are heading this threat syndicate, they should go, because until and unless they are cleansed from the system will not be right. So that was
now,
the
there's
point
another
of
way
the
of looking at it, Komolika. There's another way of looking at it, that the Chief Minister is ready to sacrifice her own chair, but not in any way dent the system. Viewers, who is serving whom? That could be a question that is posed. But first, listen to Mamata Banerjee. I'll come back to Komolika. Anand Dehadra is also there with us. Tuin Sinha is also there with us. We're also going to be joined by someone who will give us the perspective from the TMCS. Let's go listen.
আমাদের সরকারকে, মামাটি মানুষের সরকারকে অনেক অসম্মান করা হয়েছে, অনেক অপমান করা হয়েছে। সোশ্যাল যারা সাধারণ মানুষ জানতেন না যে এর মধ্যে একটা কালার আছে। মানুষ এসেছিলেন বিচার চাইতে।
The common people did not knew that there is a color in this. That's what Mamata Banerjee is saying.
ওরা চাইছে,
I hope people could understand.
এমনকি নিজে পদত্যাগ করতেও রাজি আছি। আমার মুখ্যমন্ত্রী পদ চাই না।
For the interest of the people, I'm ready to resign.
আর সাধারণ মানুষ চিকিৎসা পাক।
I want that Tilottama should get justice.
Resign, she says, in the interests of the people. All she needs to do in the interests of those protesters is to remove some of the so-called compromised individuals who are part of the system. Yet, viewers, she's sacrificing her own chair. Will that change the system? Fundamental question. J. Anand Dehadrai, Tuin Sinha, both there with us. We're also going to go back to Komolika in just a few moments. First comments, Tuin Sinha, from you.
Well, Rahul, Mamata Banerjee is a wily politician who cannot be taken at face value. Her comments right now seem to be an effort to, build pressure on the protesting students. If at all she had to resign, she should have resigned on 15th August, immediately after 7,000 goons of TMC attacked the RG Kar hospital and, tried their best to destroy evidence. Like you rightly mentioned, the two people who she needs to sack, Sandeep Ghosh anyway is out of office, and the police commissioner Vineet Goyal. Why has she not, why has she dealt with them with kid gloves? Probably because they have executed a whole lot of illegalities, for her, and she fears that they will spill the beans now. So I think, Mamata Banerjee should have ideally quit on 15th August. It's too little, too late. The damage she has done to Bengal will take a very long time to repair.
Okay. J. Anant Dehadrai, how do you view this?
I recall a public meeting where once, Mamata Banerjee, there were a bunch of students who asked some questions, and one of them got up and asked a slightly critical question to Mamata Banerjee. And I distinctly remember that she accused that student of being a card-carrying cadre member of the CPIM. So this is how, I think it's an extremely disingenuous statement. These are crocodile tears, too little, too late. You absolutely hit the nail on the head when you said that she should have taken action against both these individuals. Vineet Goyal, who's still serving, who's still in harness, and certainly Sandeep Ghosh, who is in fact being promoted. And I strongly believe that Mamata Banerjee presides over perhaps one of the most corrupt regimes in the country. There is corruption in at every level of the government of West Bengal, be it members of parliament. In fact, we had a member of parliament from her own party, Jawahar Sarkar, who's written a scathing letter about the level of corruption in West Bengal that is going on right now under her leadership. So what are we talking about? If she wants to resign, she should resign. She should have resigned a long time ago. They botched up the investigation of an innocent young girl who was brutally, beaten and then brutally raped. And now she has the temerity to say as though she's sacrificing something great. She should fix the system. They should have cracked down on... Yes. They should have cracked down on corrupt Sandeep Ghosh. Why was he being promoted? Why was he being
some
protected?
of the others who are obviously part of some sort of a cover-up. I mean, we've now got the evidence. It was submitted in the Supreme Court, and now we know that there was a complete botch-up of the timeline. The BJP has also sort of raised this issue. It has obviously struck a chord with these protesters. And as you rightly pointed out, the former member of the TMC, of the Rajya Sabha...
Rahul, and she's still saying this. Yes. In her defense and justification, she's attributing color to the protests and trying to tell the protesters. I was listening to your colleague who translated what Mamata Banerjee said, and she's effectively saying that, that they've been misled by political elements. So now even that, so this is a trend.
It's just like how she's questioning their conviction also now. She's saying that they've all been... Okay, let me just go across to Komolika for the latest on the ground. Komolika, how are the students reacting? Komolika, how are the students reacting to this? What's going on there on the ground? I can see a large number of them raising their hands and flashing their mobile phone.
See, Mamata Banerjee has left the secretariat. Right now, I'm standing in the secretariat, and here, just behind the bus, is the students, the 32 students who have come. You can see some of them are talking. And in other places, like in the Dharna stage, outside the health department, the students are flashing with the mobiles. They are also hell-bent in their point. Their point is their justice. Their point is their 5-point demands, where they want removal of the DME, the DHS, police commissioner. And here, Mamata Banerjee has left, but still we see the students waiting out there. Last time when I spoke to one of the students, they said that we have requested for a live streaming. Still, we are waiting. So it's absolutely a deadlock, a stalemate situation. And on the top of that, the biggest comment, the biggest statement that is coming from Mamata Banerjee, saying that for people's interest, I am ready to resign. As for my sources in the junior doctors fraternity, fraternity and the doctors fraternity, they are not going to, move from their point. They are going to stick to their point. And on the other hand, the administration now will definitely be also showing the Supreme Court order. Mamata Banerjee has also said that a lot of things can be done, but she does not want to do that because she is from the movement. So, there is absolutely a deadlock, Rahul. We really don't know how this will actually work out. On the other hand, the fact that today's meeting is not taking place and it's absolutely a flop. The biggest news that comes out from today's meeting, not happening meeting, is that Mamata Banerjee's statement that for people's interest, she's going to resign.
Wow. Wow. Viewers, now look, is this posturing? Does this sort of now take this entire story and make it really about her and not about justice? That's the fundamental question. I think this has been a clever attempt by Mamata Banerjee to insert herself into the story, make herself the polarizing figure here, rather than the cry for justice. J. Anant Dehadrai, what do you think? What do you think should be the response now from the student community? Should they press on? Should they say, okay, Mamata Banerjee, I think we've pushed you to the brink. You've at least made a declaration that you are somewhat apologetic and willing to step down, so therefore, let's be more reasonable with you. How do you think the students should respond?
Rahul, to be honest, I think this is the worst kind of coercion that a sitting chief minister can bring to bear upon young students who are fighting for the right reasons. And I think this is a way to browbeat these students as well and to get them to back off. If I were them, I would say, yes, well, you should have resigned a long time ago when you couldn't manage the state and the law and order of the state. And please make no mistake, she's directly responsible because both the Home Ministry of the state and the Health Ministry of the state, both are directly under her control. So with both those departments, she holds charge for both those ministries and she botched up essentially both.
Well,
so
let me get a reaction. Let's get a reaction from TMC sympathizer, Mr. Khan, Tausif Ahmed Khan, who joins us. Mr. Khan, Mamata Banerjee is now playing, according to some of our panelists, to the galleries. She's trying to make this about herself. All she needs to do is to take action. Why is she ready to sacrifice her own seat but not change the system? Tausif Saab.
Rahul, see, this is not the first time where the Chief Minister has offered her resignation. Even after 2019 poll results, when BJP had brought in unprecedented number of MPs for the first time in Bengal, she had offered to resign. She had made this offer to her own people, to her own party men, and to the people of Bengal who had elected her to be the Chief Minister. So therefore, it is now in the court of the people and in the court of the party men whether they advise the Chief Minister to hold on to the post or if there is any alternative present before the people of West Bengal. And I'm sure that neither the people of Bengal nor the party stakeholders want her to resign because there is no fault of the Chief Minister in any of the case.
That's easy for you to say because you're a sympathizer. Tuhin Sinha is raising his hand. Just stay on with me. Tuhin Sinha, yes, you want to respond?
Yeah. Mr. Tausif Khan seems to be seconding what I said, some time back, that she's a wily politician who cannot be trusted. She has made offers for resignation even in the past, but that had no meaning. The fact is, in the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, it has become untenable for her to continue, apart from all the cover-up, or apart from all the destruction of evidence. The way her police officers have gone after citizens across the country, the way she has tried to obfuscate the whole issue by instead, telling the center to amend laws and make laws stricter when all she had to do as Home Minister of Bengal was to fast track the case. I think she lost her moral courage or she lost her moral right to continue as CM, especially, after the attack on 14th night, or she should have quit on the morning of 15th August. And if she does not quit now, then obviously, like Tausif said, she has been in the habit of giving out these threats
empty gesture.
Which don't mean
tokenism,
anything.
Mr. Khan. This is tokenism. Mr. Khan, can you hear me? This is tokenism.
No. See, the predicament of the BJP, when Mamata Banerjee did not offer to resign, they were unhappy. When Mamata Banerjee offers to resign, they are still crazy.
No, we want
so they
her
are
to resign.
crybaby. Because
No, but they are saying
because
she should step
BJP
down.
has not emerged as an alternative to Mamata Banerjee. The people of Bengal have faith in Mamata Banerjee, and she will continue to be the chief minister. People will not accept her offer of resignation.
People will
That
not
is what
accept.
is
Well, we'll have to
happening
get
in
that
Mamata
reaction, but let me get one reaction from Jay. Yes.
Rahul, look, it's like this. It's about accountability. Till the time this investigation is properly completed by the CBI, she should step down. She really should step down. Because questions were raised even in court about the phone call records between the Commissioner of Police, between herself, because she's the Home Minister, and between other senior members of her government. And of course, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this investigation by her government has been a colossal failure. It's been debated openly on live stream in the Chief Justice's court in the Supreme Court of India. What more? I mean, how much more material do we need or evidence do we need to see that this entire investigation was a total failure?
And it's
if she
not
can't-
just, it's the whole system is warped, according
The whole
to a
system
TMC
is,
insider
yes.
who's just quit, Mr. Tausif Khan.
Absolutely.
There
And
is
why
a
doesn't she
MP,
fire?
Rajya Sabha, Mr. Sirkar, Jawahar Sari, has even written an article in a newspaper.
And another thing, Rahul, why is she
Mr.
so
Jawahar
scared of
Sirkar is entitled to
firing these
refuse.
people? Why doesn't she fire? Why didn't she fire or suspend?
Yeah, exactly.
Sandeep
Fire or
Ghosh?
suspend the people who are the sort of rotten apples in the system.
That's
if she
right.
really wants to bring change, isn't it, Mr. Khan?
See, first of all these allegations by BJP that there has been a hodgepodge in investigation is not yet established. On the contrary, in the Supreme Court, CBI has submitted report which has the same finding which Kolkata police had made.
What is he
They
talking
have
about?
not come
Mr.
up with
Khan should educate
any
himself.
story that there is
No, and not
there is
embarrass
a-
himself
there is a
on
case of
national
gang rape.
television.
Well,
It's
no,
been
no.
said. It's been said in the
Which world
Supreme
do you
Court
live in?
openly.
Which
The
world do you
CBI has
live
filed
in?
an affidavit and
If
said that the
CBI
scene of the
says
crime
Okay.
this is a case
has
of
been
gang rape,
disturbed. What is he
Okay.
talking
Look,
about?
Rahul, I am speaking to you. I'm not talking to any other.
Yeah, okay.
But
Make
it's
your point, Mr.
irresponsible
Khan. Make your
statement.
point. 30
So
seconds.
please
I have
ask
to
him
wrap up.
not to interrupt.
Yeah,
Please
okay,
ask
okay.
him
Make
not
your
to
point. 30
interrupt.
seconds, viewers.
See,
Yeah, yeah.
See, in the even after more than a month investigation, CBI has come to the same conclusion that Kolkata police had, and that is there's only one case, one accused so far in this case. The alleged rapist is one person, and
Well,
CBI
we
has
don't know.
sent that
We don't know.
accused
There is
to
an
judicial
individual
person.
that is being investigated by the CBI who seems to be the linchpin of the entire system, which
the question-
resulted. No, hang on. Which
the
contributed,
allegation
resulted,
of
sir. Do you
corruption
know
is
all sorts
different
of.
from rape and murder.
No,
We
no,
are
sir.
on rape and
There
murder.
is
We are
perversion.
allegation.
There is perversion. There is necromancy. There is all sorts of.
I think Mr. Khan
There
should
is
go back and read the
necromancy.
Indian
There's
Penal
perversion.
Code.
All sorts of things that were happening in that hospital. Maybe,
also
maybe the victim
destruction of
realized that
evidence.
all this was happening, was about to go
They are
public,
different
and they.
from the-
Anyhow,
Hospital is
I'll
not
leave
even
it at
sure
this.
of the time of the death.
I respect everybody's point of view here, viewers. The Chief Minister of Bengal has offered her resignation. Is this just an optical play? Or does she mean it? And if she does, why hasn't she resigned? I leave it at this, viewers. The right stand coming up.